Did you know that short range motion in the knee is one of the most important things you can work on as a runner? This is because the tendons and the muscles in the knee, they need to have the ability, especially the tendons, to bounce back on the ground as you push off of it. If they don't have the elasticity, if they don't have the stored energy, if they don't have the adaptability, then you're going to be hitting the ground much harder with more force, and you're not going to be able to combat those forces. And this is how we get things like shin splints or chronic knee pain when we've been doing a lot of running. So there are 3 levels of short range knee strength that I put my clients through, and I'll be teaching in my knee ability for runners training series coming up this January 7th. And I'm going to go through those 3 short range movements, those 3 key ones that you can build on to. So the first one is the Patrick step. And this is a really great one to start with. I have some clients who start with this and it's very hard for them and they're very surprised because it looks like a very simple move, but it's actually tough if you're not moving your knee in this way. If you're not bringing your knee over your toe even the slightest bit, it can create some pressure and it can create the catalyst for the ligaments to start opening up and adapting and becoming stronger. And so when we're thinking about running, we not only want to work on muscular strength, we also want to work on tendon ability, the ability for the tendons to have elasticity, to store energy, and to have buoyancy in them. And so we can only do this if we put pressure on them. And so this is what these 3 key short range movements do for your knee. And so you want to just do as many of the Patrick steps as you can in the very beginning to build that strength, to build the tendon ability. And then as we get better at that, we're going to be raising the bar, so to speak. So we're going to be raising the heel to put more pressure, to apply more pressure into the knee. And sometimes people get a little worried when they feel pressure in the knee. And this is because they associate it with pain, and that's not necessarily the case. Like if you have pain, regress that move into something without that you can do without pain. But if you're just feeling pressure and discomfort, then that is a sign that you are working the joint. And we are so used to just working muscles, we really don't have the experience in how a joint feels when it's been worked, when we're working tendons. And so what we want to do is go very slow with it, because tendons tend to open up as you go slower into the move. If you go faster, they will seize up. So in the very beginning, we want to start working and allowing the tendons to open up. And so we're going to slow that tempo down a little bit as well. So the Poliquin step is the next step, basically. And you can do this with a wedge under your heel. This will automatically apply more pressure at more of an incline for the knee to build strength in that position. And again, we want to do a lot of these to build that knee up. And then the final move is one of my favorites. And this is something that has taken me a pretty long time to build up to, because I had a bad knee, but I had a surgery on my knee years ago and I hadn't been able to really function well until I found knees over toes. So this move really helped integrate my inner thigh line, which is really hard for a lot of people, especially if we've been walking on the edges of the feet. We don't put a lot of pressure into the inner thigh line to activate the core. And so sometimes when we're running, if we're not getting that inner thigh line in the mix, that can actually create instability in the knee. So this is a really important one. And this one is different because now instead of putting a wedge under your heel, you're actually holding your heel up with the strength of your foot. And then you're coming down at a deeper level. We're coming off of a step and we're coming down really slow. And this is putting even more pressure in the knee and into the foot. So now we're strengthening our foot and our knee, and we're creating more resilience in the tendon ability as well. So those are the 3 levels of short range strength, which is very important for runners because runners stay in that short range pretty much the whole time. And so that's why we want to work that so that you can build resilience in your knee. You don't get injured. You don't have chronic overuse injuries either. And so we want to avoid that by really building that strength in the knees. If you want to learn more about this, if you want to go deeper into this topic, I'm going to be teaching a 6-week training series called Knee Ability for Runners in Portland, Oregon. And it's going to be really, really fun. So I hope that you will join me there. You can sign up either on my bio or in the description. Today is the last day you can sign up for the early bird discount. And after today, the rate goes up. So if this is something that really resonates with you, if it's something you want to learn more about, if you're in knee pain and you want to get out of it, if you want to increase and improve your running performance, this series is for you. I hope to see you there.